Hello. Just get over here. Situate ourselves around the campfire. Hello. Welcome. Mac, Al. Mac with 70 streams in a row. It's a lot of streams. I'm just sitting here by the campfire with this pig. There he is. Pointing at him with my pointer. I'd say I'm chilling by this fire. Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact. This could be the new idle. This is not going to be the new idle screen. That's a lie. But regardless. Okay. We're in the middle of a new enemy. Based on this fire effect. So he needs 2 new attacks. One of them requires a new status effect. Chillin' is the ice variant of this enemy. I mean, I guess there probably will be...
No, Posey. Stop. No. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Do you need assistance?
I need my yarn.
Posey, don't eat the yarn. Posey, come here. Come here. Sit. Down. 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 Posey. Down. 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 Stay. No, no. Down. Down. Posey. Down. Good. She is a real rascal. Always getting into stuff. She's behind this log here. You can't see her. Don't worry about it. All right. Let me just knock you over. There we go. I just gently pushed her over with my foot. That's right. We're having a nice sit by the campfire now with our good friend the pig. You wouldn't trust Posey. Posey would eat the fire. I'm giving her an offering of just rubbing her belly a bit in hopes that she just settles and stops eating yarn. Okay, I'm gonna slowly move my foot away. Belly rub into submission. Hope everyone had a great Monday. Get to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. That does what it do. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get back to Bernie. It's Bernie, everyone's favorite new enemy. Yeah, Bernie is in. Bernie is the, dare I say, the new hotness. Did we actually finish his regular attack? Let's find out. Yeah, it's fine. That'll work. It'll need better sound effects, but that's something that comes in the polish. That's during the polish phase, which is going to be like a year-long thing, I fear. It's like every time I change something, I'm going to want to make sure the game gets played through end to end again. I'm not going to trust. The game has to go gold at some point. You know, it's got to be do not touch the code. It's been played through multiple times, and we've got the thumbs up on all the weird edge cases that were previously a problem. Gut tests. Just make it perfect the first time. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Now we're talking. Okay, we have 2 attacks we want to make. One is a listen to the beat attack, as I call it. I want to see if I can make like a simple sound effect in... Can I make something in Beatbox that'll work? What do we got? What do we got on this chip noise? Helicopter? Seashore. Seashore sounds promising. Okay, let's make it low. That's really good. That's really good. Hang on. Okay, all right, so... All right, get rid of it. Get rid of it. That's a really nice little fire effect, right? Get some lower tones in there. Okay, so the idea is that I just can't stop dabbling. Okay, so here's the idea. Here's the idea with it. So this is using the Seashore instrument, which is inspired, frankly. So we're gonna make a nice little. So the vision with this attack is that this little fire guy, not this guy, inspired by the seaside. This little fire guy is going to prep like 5 or 6 blasts, and they're going to be in a rhythm. One of them will be the actual attack, and it will sound different. So he'll do something like, let's do it like this. I mean, this is obviously not going to work, but imagine. So it'll be like this. Okay, that wasn't the best example. That wasn't either. Okay, so it'll be like that. It'll be kind of like that. Some kind of rhythm, and one of them will sound different, all right? And then, moments later, the actual results will start hitting you. And you get the normal block window of if you are blocking when the attack hits, you block, right? So you're like listening for the rhythm, and you know, based on what rhythm you start with, you know when to block on the second one. That's it. That's the gag. That's the gag here. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna export this as fire swoosh. This one is now officially called fire swoosh. Except I need it to be not repeating, for one thing. And also, I need it to be not that long. There we go. Fire swoosh. Export. Save file. Open file. Put it in our sound effects. Now we've got what we need. And also, we can actually put that here so that it makes nice little fiery noise. Yeah, that'll work. It's a little, is it a little quiet? Open with Audacity. Wind Waker. Let me take a look at that. That does look, yeah, it looks fairly small. Let's amplify that. Let's double it. I don't know who we're gonna give it to, but fire swoosh, fire swoosh. Dabble audio, sound effects, fire swoosh. Okay, this is a little bit louder at least. You get caught up in the Wind Waker. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's do this new flame rhythm game. We'll say fire. It's not like a dance. It'd be more like a song. So it's not fire dancing. It's the fire beat. It doesn't matter. These names don't appear in game yet. Hit anybody with it. Hit anybody with it. So first we have to pick our first we have to pick our effect, right? Oh, this is gonna be a bit of stuff going on, isn't it? Because we're gonna have so many tweens going on. Ooh, there's gonna be so many tweens. Okay, this is doable. This is doable. If we set them up as individual action cues, then maybe we'll see. We'll see. So many tweens. Fireball. We're gonna make a variant of the fireball, and we're gonna call it smoke ball. So it does not need a collision shape, does it? Why does this have a collision shape? Because it was... I think I know why. It doesn't matter. Okay, I think we're going to make it a variant of the smoke poof. No. Yes, sort of. All right, so duplicate this. Smoke ball. Go ahead and get it open. It doesn't need this. It doesn't need this, does it? No, it does not. Smoke ball. Ah, that's why it had a collision shape, because it's a character body. Why is it a character body? Doesn't matter. We're disabling the collision, so it doesn't matter. So don't worry about it. Hello, Willow. All right, and I want this to be based on the smoke poof. No, let's get the locomotive. Yeah, let's get this smoke, but smaller, significantly smaller. Great. Also great. Little jittery. Paste. Make unique. Scale. Yep, bring that down fairly significantly. Can I see a fireball for scale? I want to make these roughly the same size. All right, so let's deal with this a bit here, huh? Time. 2. Acceleration. Very little. Initial velocity. No. Where are you going? Where are you going?
I think she bit my yarn in half.
She bit your yarn in half?
She bit my yarn.
Can't believe she got your yarn.
Bit my yarn. Like, this was connected to a full, like, roll of yarn.
Posey is a
I
mess.
bit it, and now it's not connected to a full ball of yarn anymore.
Posey is just a bit of a mess. Dare I say it. Okay, this has quite a trail. It's not spaghetti. Okay, that's a nice trail. It's gonna be moving kind of fast, so I want it to be kind of, there we go. Yeah, more like that. Okay, smoke ball. All right, that's a good start. Fireball path. Smoke ball path. And we'll need some kind of big burst of fire effect for when the final piece hits. So we're gonna have our rhythms. And each rhythm possibility is an array. How do we represent it? As a series of beats, right? Now, do the beats get a special... I mean, I'd assume we'll say -1 implies nothing. And then 1 implies the big one. Okay, so what kind of rhythm are we looking at here? (200 BPM). It'll be something like that. Some series of notes. At 200 BPM. Ish. We might slow it down, but that's an example one. Of dot 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 rest dot dot dot. So there's our rhythm. 200 BPM, sure. Okay, so we change to our attack animation. We wait a little bit. We get our actual rhythm chosen. Pick a random rhythm. Currently, I know we only have one. We need something for testing. Also, let's make sure this guy can't do anything except for the move we have to test. Okay, so pick a rhythm. Do we have a 4? Okay, 4 each. And a function. That does give me the index, so I could tell it to set up a delay on each of them of progressively more waiting. That's creating a lot of cues when it feels like I should be able to set that up independently. Yeah, I think we can set this up independently. So we'll do something like this. And then append the action cue to that. All right, so first, set up our attack animation. I may even do some kind of little scale thing where he like gets a little bit bigger on the actual one. All right. So first, prepare. That'll be for the ending. For beat index. Do we need the index? I don't think we do. For beat in rhythm. Append to our attack cue the following steps. Play the fire swoosh. Pitch. Well, first off, if beat equals -1, then do one thing. If it's 0, do a different thing. This is still... Oh, we're going to be on Chapter 3 until at least April. At least April. If it's -1... don't do anything except wait until the next beat. Seconds per beat equals 60 seconds per minute times beats per minute. Nope, divided by beats per minute. Minutes cancel out, seconds per beat. There you go, yeah. 60 divided by BPM. All right. So that one's easy. If it's -1, just wait for the next step. For a number of milliseconds equal to that. Now, if it's beat 0, then we're making a smoke. We're making just smoke. So pitch it up by 6. I guess in all of these cases, we want to append a wait call, right? Like regardless of what happens, we're always waiting 1 beat at the end of this. So take that out. That saves us a little bit. Play the sound. We want to create a sprite. Now here's where things are gonna get tricky. I want to have 1 sprite holder. Upward sprites. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I create it. I add it to, add a smoke ball to my position and put it in a sprite holder. Now this lets me edit its position in other queued actions. But then I want to delete all of them at the end of the action. That's not going to work, is it? It's just going to be up there forever. I need to have some kind of cleanup available for this. I could add a script to it. I can... Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Smokeball path. I could do maybe an execute might work. I guess we'll see. I guess we don't have to delete it yet, but please, we have to delete it. We have to remember to clean this up, or we're going to have a memory leak that only happens if you stay in a battle with this one enemy for like an hour. Then the game could crash. There'd be a really silly crash, but you can imagine. So play that, create the sprite, and then send that sprite up into the air. An Easter egg. Yeah. Position Y and X. Yeah, move it up towards target actor position. Really, I want it kind of like in the middle, but this is fine. Position Y, 10. Go up. Go long. Go long. And then to do, we delete it somehow. It's charming. Now, the thing is, the only thing that's different about the beat here is this and which smoke ball path if beat equals 0, else fireball path. I hate how ternaries are done in GDScript. I get that it's Pythonic, but ew. There we go. Now we don't need to have this if statement at all. And this can happen too, so that's great. All right, so do this. And then bring them down. Except when they come down. Hey, PK. I know, it's so weird. It's A if condition, else B. No, why? Why? I don't know if they call it a ternary, but that is unfortunately what we get. Maybe, is there a better ternary for Godot? GDScript doesn't support a proper ternary operator right now, which makes simple conditional assignments harder to read and more bloated than they need to be. Oh. Oh, this is that's a forum post. I thought that was going to be documentation when I clicked on it. Yeah, currently we have to write value 1 if yeah. I hate it. Okay, bring it down. Start it at source actor position plus 10 up into the air. And then bring it down to, no, just straight to the target position. Well, middle of the target position. So give it like a little bit up. Give it a little bit up. Just the position. And on the one that is, oh yeah, then wait 1,000. How long does it take to go up though, right? How long does it take to go up? 1,000? One beat between. But I can slow it down. I want the sound effect to play when it strikes. So the time it takes for it to go up doesn't matter as much, does it? Like it could be a full, yeah, let's leave this to 0.5, 0.5. No, actually, let's make this 1.0. So then when we bring it down, I don't want it to play the sound until it actually lands. So it's always going to create a smoke ball path. Maybe I say it takes this long for it to bridge this distance. It is who it is. It's look who it is. Always make a smoke wall pass so it's invisible which one is the true one. Oh, I forgot. There is a case where we need to just wait and do nothing else. Isn't there? Isn't there? If beat equals -1, just wait. Do nothing else. Okay, so we want to do the thing and then play the sound as it lands and as we're creating the new one. And then also, in addition, on that beat, if beat equals 1, then also append damage. Ooh. Okay, I think that's it. And then somehow we're gonna delete everything. All right, let's see if that works. I'm expecting at least one error. All right, that was... It moved really fast, it seemed like. Everybody else noticed that, I'm sure. It was going really fast. Move to this in time this. I guess I am telling it to move up 10 units. Let's try replacing that with 4 units. Ocarina. What's up with this rhythm? Oh, I'm doing if beat equals 0. Oh, dut 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 dut. Am I hearing dut 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 dut? Because I shouldn't. Let's try this again. Bop, bop, bop. Boop, bop, boop, bop, boop. What is that about? Wait. Ah, I forgot to return. I forgot to continue at the end of this one. So the negative ones were just doing some weird, undefined, improperly defined behavior. All right, that's an easy fix. Never guess letters. Okay, that's better, I think. I guess I want this to go to like the average of... I want it to go to the midpoint, right? Which is going to be target actor position X plus source actor position X divided by 2.0. X mid. And then it's going to be vector 3 X mid. And that's that. Something like that. Something like that. I think we can delete sprite here, right? Like right here. To get rid of it. Where we take damage, also include controller vibration. All right, we're getting there. Okay. I need to make a change to this particle effect. How do I make it local? Drawing local coordinates. Yeah, I think it's got less of a trail, but I think that's gonna make it easier to track visually. Let's try that. He's some kind of Pokemon. The timing doesn't feel great on that. Ah, and I think it's because of the tween type here. Ease out. I think that needs to be ease in. On the return trip. Timing. Trans quad ease in. Let's try that. Isn't he some kind of Pikachu? That's better, but the way that this slows as it reaches the top is good. Almost. Almost. Make this higher. Get Dupu on the phone. Okay, the timing, the sound effect doesn't have good instantaneousness. So I think we need to, this is gonna be a little bit silly to do it this way, but I think what we wanna do is take the sound and scoot it up a bit. Scoot it up just a bit. I did take some inspiration from Hammer Editor. Scoot up the sound effect timing a bit. I think that works. I think I can audibly time that, because that's where in the sound effect it feels like is the point, the spot in the sound effect that you want. Next, and I don't think I can do this with transform exactly. Well, no, I can a little bit. It's a little bit small. And so I want to give it a little bit more space here. A little space to operate. A little space to be visible. I blocked it. He doesn't have a block animation because he's a placeholder. I should really get rid of him. Okay, I think this is okay. The piece missing is different rhythms. So we had... bring out the beatboxes. We're doing 150. That would be a good one. Bop, rest. Bop, bop. Bop. 1, 2, 3, 4, bop. So we're making little musical Let's have one where it's at the end, where it's not always on beat 7 here. Yeah, sure. Rest. Rest. I'll make 4 variants. Zero, 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 zero. 1, 0. Okay, so now we've got multiple rhythms. Yeah, and I think that makes sense because Beatbox is just using basic chip noise waves. So you got your square, triangle, sine, and just chip noise, random white noise. And so if you play around in Beatbox, you can get a bunch of stuff that sounds a lot like Pokemon sound effects. Yeah, okay, that works. When you understand the minigame, that's not bad. I'm tempted to make this attack weaker, but allow for 2 hits. Except, see, the trick with 2 hits is they need to be far enough apart. We'll do that later. That'll be, we're gonna expand on this exact mechanic and make an attack just like this for the Chapter 3 boss. And it will be more involved, a little bit more dangerous, where you have to actually, really pay attention to longer strings of this Simon Says style blocking. I like it. That attack is done. Well, hold on. One last detail. Currently, it always comes down as smoke. I think we want to. You're never going to be able to visually react fast enough. That's the gag. Is you have to listen to the rhythm and copy it for the defense block. I think just for clarity of like what hit me, it should still be a fire sprite. I was thinking at first like, when it goes off screen, it gets concealed, and then which one was it? You have to listen, but no, it's going so fast anyway. You're not gonna be able to visually watch for it. It needs superhuman reflexes. It's so much easier just to listen. What was it? Was it, was that Slay the Spire cards? No, Pikmin 1 ship parts. I don't remember that one. Libra, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, bot, that's not right at all. Okay, next step. We're gonna have a counterattack that takes place if you attack this thing up close. You will get a hit back at you. So that means that all of our attacks need to be flagged with the flag keys. Damage flags. Color. Damage flags. Ugh. How does that work? Amount. Oh, just additional flags in addition to things like amount. So for instance, spring toss. We need to include types. Okay, okay, got it, got it. So gear spin action should always include types. We'll call it melee. You're not seeing how it's a ship part? I remember it. It's like stuck on the side of the ship. It doesn't do anything. It was a gift from Olimar's daughter, his canonical daughter. Sometimes stuff is named after other stuff. So true. So true. I guess piercing gear also gets melee type. Spring attacks do not. They are ranged. Bird summon is ranged. So that's it for player moves. Partner moves. Wrench hit. Wrench hit is domino and melee. Tongue attack. Is Leon's tongue attack... His tongue would get burned. So I'm going to argue that yes. It is a melee type attack. So then close. I didn't actually set up close already, did I? That was just a placeholder? No, okay. So then melee. That's a good question. Broccoli. Does Yoshi get burned trying to gulp fire names in TTYD? Obviously, it doesn't matter since this is a completely distinct game with no relevancy. Yeah, I guess TTYD had precedence from... Yoshi couldn't eat Potaboos in Super Mario World because he was never in the castle. He couldn't eat them in Yoshi's Island. You get that sound effect. And then he just wasn't in 64 to be doing anything with his tongue. Sunshine. Leo's joining Posey in the rocket? Oh, it's going to get crowded in there. Well, okay, send me a Leo. We're going to get Leo in there. You know what? I never played 64 DS. Wait, I did play it. I borrowed it. Let me see here. I need to check studio mode, channel intro, intro animation. Where is that stored? Got it. Images. Ship. Posey is jammed in there. All right. All right. Bring me the dog. Bring me a picture of Leo. We'll get it eventually. He'll fit right in. He better. That spaceship doesn't have a lot of room. All right, melee, action. It will call an attack of some sort. Let's go ahead and use a placeholder of hotshot. Parameter. Does it? Oh wait, no. Call hotshot. Oh no, hang on. Imp. Welcome in. Did you win? You got here during an ad. Everyone always comes in during the ad. Oh, thank you for the raid. Oh. How was the multi today? Self move just calls the move on you against yourself. So we're gonna do something similar to Domino, which is we're gonna call it revenge move. They are called Sparky. Yeah. Podoboo was just a weird name. I get it. Oh, but we can't pass more than just that. Can we? We need to pass multiple parameters, but this only takes one parameter. Use revenge move. I need to be able to pass in the attack itself. Oh, excellent. We've got Leo's face here. All right. Let's see what we can do here. How do you do a mask in Krita? I don't actually know. It's fine. Oh my gosh, he's huge. He's so big. He's got to get so much smaller. Well, he's smaller. He's got to be smaller than Posey, right? Like, just looking at Posey. More ads, more ads, more ads. Yes! Thank you! Thank you, Jeff! Yes! unnecessary details here. All right. Let's get him behind Hopper here.
I love adverts on twitch.tavalu/domsworks.
It's the best. Beats the rest. Cellular, modular, interactive modular. Thank you, Dupu, for 44 months. Absolutely, absolutely incredible. All right, now, like Posey, need to get a little bit of an outline here to really fit in with the crew. I sometimes get it. Sometimes it doesn't seem to, I don't know, take. Yeah, that's right, we're doing a manual outline. What of it? There we go. And that's terrible. All right. Next intro. Watch for him. He's saved. He's in there. I mean, if you got 50,000 points to spend, that's a good use of it. Because that intro's not going anywhere. I can't imagine myself putting through the effort of making another one of those. Param. What if it was... Okay. Use revenge move. And you want to pass in... Okay, so we need to look at on attacked. How does this work? Check damage effects. It passes in the damage instance. Where does that go? It does not go to the call. Okay. Multi-adding. It's the best. See, this sucks. This does suck, doesn't it? Because I would have to change all of these actions. Okay, there's only 8 cases. It's action, and then... How does this work? That's just a move. Wait, so what does that do? Targets doesn't get used. Okay. That target doesn't get used. So if you have an on death is not that kind of action. It's a separate thing. Okay, so on death is different. But these right here are manually called. Yeah, you could squeeze some ads in here. How long have I been at this? This particular game, I assume, I mean, you might be asking about just this one attack. The game, we started it early summer 2024. So we are well over a year and a half. Okay, so there's one instance on before damage. So yeah, we're getting the action object from these. Percent complete. Ooh, okay. It's complicated, isn't it? How much percent are we completed? Less than 50. Less than 50. I think that's enough information. Less than 50, more than 25. Yeah, that's about right, Mac. At this point, the systems are pretty much done, and the ones that aren't done are easy to add. At this point, it's just content. Unfortunately, everyone loves content, so I have to make lots and lots of it. Param. So it's going to call action. With param, self being battle actions. It'd be really nice if that always passed in the damage instance as well. Okay, so if we're gonna do that, that means that every one of these moves, every one of this action equals call self move, domino, not that one, domino, replace enemy. Oh, see, replace enemy might be a tricky one. But all of them need to accept an object called damage instance. Well, it doesn't matter that it's called whatever it's called. Doesn't matter. Yeah, replace enemy might be a tricky one. Okay, use revenge move. Use revenge move. Doesn't exist yet. Domino into next enemy. It now accepts damage instance and a parameter we don't use. Call self move now calls with that. Call revenge move, which we're renaming to use revenge move. Now actually takes the damage instance, which, now that I think about it, does the damage instance include, well, darn, does it? Damage instance, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Q hurt actions. Nope. Nope. We'd have to pass the source as well, because damage instance doesn't include who got hit. It includes information about the instance of damage, not who it was directed to or from. And for a revenge move call out, I do in fact need the source. Wasn't there a case where I kind of squeezed a little bit of extra data into the damage instance object somewhere? Maybe not. Maybe that's not a thing that actually happened. But yeah, Q hurt actions. Damage instance is going to include like this amount of data plus some tags. Some tags and flags. So that's out. There's got to be a better way to get this data over here. But it might be that check damage effects needs to pass in the source. All right, I'm breaking some stuff. Does this have a source as well? Yeah. Source. Damage instance. Source is presumably a battle unit. Could be a different type, like null. Okay. And now, in addition to passing in the damage instance, we're going to pass in the source of the damage as well. All right. That's something. Now where's that? Where is it? Here we go. Domino into next enemy. Now also giving source. Call self move. Also bringing source over. Use revenge move. Also doing source because we're targeting the source of the move, you see. And then replace enemy. See, that doesn't work. Action replace enemy on sharp. So that still will take the damage instance and the source, even though... Okay, fine. All right, how bad does that break right off the bat? What do we crash on right off the bat? Okay, he didn't attack back, which isn't great. Let's pull up a quick battle against Balloon, just to make sure that replace enemy is still working. Yes, okay, looks good. All right, great, cool. We got there. Now then, player moves. Gear spin includes type melee. Good. Enemy directory says that this guy, when he gets on attacked from a melee type attack, it should use revenge. Oh, it doesn't have the correct move. Hot shot. He should use hot shot. Right, we got sidetracked with a big ol' mess of tangent. He still didn't use it. He still didn't use it. All right, so we should be doing check damage effects right here. So let's see here. Oh, really? I want to hear the news. I want to hear the news. You're getting an arcade cabinet. Like the game is going to exist in an arcade cabinet? Because that's incredible, if so. On before damage. Okay, he doesn't have an on before damage, so skip over. Okay, now we're looking at on damage. This is the one we're actually looking for, right? No, I'm looking for on attacked. Actually, do I want... I think I want on damage instead of on attack. And there is a difference. Yeah, you're leaving us hanging. What's going on? It'll be on Steam, but an arcade bar is going to host it there. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I know why that did what it did. But that was correct. That was correct. I'm going to jot that down. I'm going to put that in a little text document so I don't forget. That's really cool. Okay. What happens if I hit him with a double move? Well, congrats, PK. That's good stuff. Oh, of course, that one didn't work because that one was a single move. Or a distant move. So he can't hit me. Okay. So what I want is like a little foof of fire right next to the guy. And then it like, I don't know, dances around you for a bit and then phoom, sets you on fire with a status effect. So you are punished for attacking melee. Not a lot, but a little bit. We'll give it 2 coin flips worth of status effect. Okay, so we're going to need to create a little dancing fireball. We're gonna call this Fire Ring. And can we parent it? Is that a good idea? No, probably not. Probably not. So we're gonna use the fireball here. We're gonna offset it by like a little bit. Let's get the player sprite for scale. The rotator. 6 of them? Let's do 6 of them. Oops. Delete that. Duplicate. Transform 120 degrees. Move these into here. Oop, not under there. Into here. Boom. Easy. Alright, so now this can kind of like, oh no, fire, and then it'll no, it'll inflict a status effect. You'll see. Don't worry about it. It all will be made clear. Fire, flame, fire, flame. Fire ring. Except it doesn't have this. Okay, how do we actually... Yeah, that looks awful. Like, when it's motionless. It only really... It doesn't even look good when it's moving fast, but it looks better than that. So it's going to target the character's position. But the character's position is likely changing as they are walking away. So we can't just say, grab the character's current position and go towards it. So, yeah, we'll scale out from Bernie. And I don't know, lerp. Do we have a nice lerp? Something where we do something with position. No, we don't. Okay, it's fine. I didn't expect us to have anything quite like what I was looking for. Do we... parent it. Does that create problems? Probably not. Let's just do a reparent. Let's add a set parent. Well, no, we can do that with we can do that was apparently that was me control pasting the message I copied earlier from PK. Is that shift insert? Shift insert. How have I never done that before? We can do it with a bind. I can do it with a bind so that I don't have to call a specific battle action. Because I don't think this one's going to be reused. All right, counter. Counter move. Fairly simple. Counter flame. Target doesn't really matter. Fire ring needs to start very tiny though. And then lurp up to like 3 and then back down. All right. Fire ring is our object in question. No. Try again. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's play this fire swoosh sound. Love the fire swoosh. It's good. It works fine. We're not going to change animation. We are just going to create sprite from path right on top of the source actor. Then we are going to parent it. Yeah, do a little bind here. Let's see here. Sprite holder, Sub-Zero, reparent to target.actor. Then fire tween. So that over the course of 1 second, it zips over to the player, whoever was doing the attacking. Additionally, we're going to scale up and back down. Over the course of this 1 second that we are working on. And then right here, we're not going to queue hurt actions. We are going to queue a status flip. Not apply. Queue status flip. There we go. It's a status effect we don't actually have yet. But target the target. Hit him with coin count. Two flips, 3 rounds. That should do it. All right. Now we have the counter flame. And now we say that that's what you get hit with when you attack him up close. Close. That didn't work. We probably have a bind A lack of a bind. Yeah, that should be a bind. Also, this scaling did not look great to me. Four. That must be it. That must be it. Oh, we need to go bigger than that. There we go. And then that will inflict status effect. Maybe we wait just a bit more here. Let's see how this looks. Ah, there it is. Double it. Come on, scale. Give me some fire here. Oh, dodged it. Make it last longer? That looks good. Okay, last piece of this animation is what I need here. Automatic looping, rotator, rotation. Have a good one, PK. We'll see you around. Yeah, that'll work. All right, check it. Hey, Slav. Oh, PK leaves and Slav arrives. Very suspicious. There we go. Okay, so now we've got it set up where if you do a melee attack on this guy, he will reply with a status effect. Now we need the status effect to actually do something, and that's a little scary. Okay, so the status effect in question originally I had a fire effect, a fire status effect. And the idea was that while you were on fire, if you used a move, it would burn away for the rest of the duration of the status effect or something. And so you could use the moves, but you can only use each move once for a few turns. So it forces you to kind of mix up your normal strategy. I still want to keep that status effect because I have a specific late game battle in mind that I think could be fun. I just need to find the right theming for it. But we still need a burn status effect, and what that is going to be instead is we're going to use the same type of effect that Dicey Dungeons uses, which is that moves can be on fire. If they are on fire, you can still use them, but it will cost you health to extinguish the move. They'll go out naturally when the status effect is over. So, considerations. Let's say you have level 2 fire for 3 turns. Level 2 implies to me that you will take 2 damage to extinguish a move. Do the moves carry over? There will not. we're going very Nintendo with the overall theming, and as a result, even the very obvious bar environments are, this is the soda bar. Oh, this place? Oh, we sell milkshakes. Only milkshakes here. You know, like Majora's Mask's milk bar that everyone's going to have milk. All right, for fire effects, if a move, once you take on the status effect, it runs on milk. Do the moves ever change? Like the ones that are on fire, do they change? Because, like, what if you got set on fire again? Or will they move similar to stuck? And what about this? What if the move is on fire? I press spacebar. It feels like that's the point where I should take the damage, but I haven't actually committed to the move yet. I can still cancel out because I haven't selected a target yet. That's tricky. Maybe selecting it does something on the UI somewhere. Maybe my little targeting icon changes to let me know, like, okay, you can do it, but you're gonna take damage. Or maybe like a little icon appears above your head when you've got that, or like around, I don't know. Okay, so the menu item needs an effect. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any decent Godot shaders for canvas fire. Because I don't want... Oh, what? Oh, who? What? Hello, Photon! Hello. I jumped into another tab and then everything happened while I was looking away. Oh, here's a shader called Best 2D Fire. The thing is, I don't want good 2D fire exactly. I want not great 2D fire. We'll figure something out. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Sorry, your complaint will have to wait until Posey is out of the way. There we go. The scrungliest 2D fire. Something similar to this guy, actually, but this guy's 3D, technically. Some whimsical 2D fire. Yeah, I want the menu icon to be on fire if the move is on fire and you can't use it without burning yourself. We are straight up lifting that from Dicey Dungeons. That's a good concept, especially for a game like this where you tend to keep using the same move over and over. I did. It's obviously Papers, Please. But the actual HTML and CSS is a Twitch alert that I built in HTML and CSS. No, legally distinct flames. Let's look at this combat menu item. Combat menu item. Right, there's an animation for it to slide out. It doesn't normally look like that. Don't worry about it. I don't know why it did that. Okay, mud. There's the mud effect. I mean... Saves go. You can't save out in battle. You can only save at save points. We're bringing save points back. So I want to build something similar. Mud is a static image, though it would be cool if we could build a particle effect for it. So we want to build similarly. Does this have clipping on it? There was some reason I couldn't use clipping, and I was really disappointed. And I don't remember. See, clipping does seem to be working. But I guess I don't want clipping for a fire effect. Okay. Fire effect. I guess we could use that awful little flame particle. Oh, it's bad. It's real bad. Particle processor. Spawn point. We're gonna do a box. Why does this have a Z? I don't feel like it needs a Z. I'm just saying. Z seems unnecessary. Does this affect heartburn? No, no. Okay, well now that's like twice as big as I need it to be, isn't it? All right, give me like 800 of these. There we go. Try using that move. Try using your computer now. Okay. Gravity. Okay. Good, good. There's a lot going on there. Oh, and the thing is, there could be a lot of these happening too. Okay. Cool. Next, we need to make sure we have color. That's got to be display. Color. Color ramp. All right. Color ramp. Gradient. Extraneous. Boy band. The saddest boy band. Sorry, we're extraneous, everybody. The white seems unnecessary. I kind of want this to be more, yeah. Maybe? I think scale would help here. Okay. Also, does this get multiplied? It does, it does. Okay, that's helping. That is helping. All right, accelerations are fine, but I think what we mostly want is the spawn velocity going up. Remember, we're in 2D, so Y is negative. Nice smoked UI buttons. Just exactly what you would want. Okay, you gotta be careful that it doesn't like bleed into the next menu item. So I need the color to go to transparent at the end of it. Well, hang on. First yellow, then a quick shift to transparent at the end of its life cycle. Okay, yes, we're getting somewhere. Time, where's our time? Oh, does it not have? Oh, it's different. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's moved. Why is it down here, but only for 2D particles? It's not moving up very much here. Smoky? Yes? No, that doesn't work. All right, bring this back, but then also do this. I want more, yeah, I need more spread on the initial spawn velocity. Come on, get out there. Go nuts. I'm not seeing the spread. Direction is good. Oh, flat, no? That should not be what I'm looking at. I don't know. Okay, this, yeah, making it last longer gives it a bit more of like a simmering burn, which I think is good. Okay. So we can have this always on, but just not emitting. And then something can turn it on. Okay, so back to design questions. What if? All right, let's take a look at this now. Okay, so that's what it'll look like when your menu is on fire. It's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. It really is just kind of like sitting there, though, you know? The flames are just kind of like sitting there. They're not rising up much. Not notably. It's fine. Okay. So you get hit with the attack. Great. You get inflicted with level 2 burn for 3 turns. Flick those up. We could do something similar to Mud, Stuck status effect, wherein every turn we cycle which moves are burned. Now, Stuck is different, though, because Stuck means if you have stuck 1, every other move is locked out. And then stuck 2, you only have 1 in 3 moves available. Stuck 3, 1 in 4. This is different, though. This is just a raw number of moves burning. When are they chosen? They're chosen per round. And it just does a pause mod with the turn number. With the turn number. So if you get hit immediately before the battle even starts, then on turn 1, Gear Spin will be burning. Turn 2, Spring Fling. Turn 3, Beak Barrage. And if you have level 2, it's Gear Spin and Spring Fling for turn 1. Spring Fling and Beak Barrage for turn 2. And then turn 3 would be Beak Barrage and Gear Spin. Okay, so that's how we'll do that. So it will shift. It will shift. If you decide to use a move that is on fire, it's still going to be on fire next. You're still going to have that burning next turn, right? Or does that reduce the potency? Maybe that does reduce the potency. Every time you use it, it reduces the potency. Does that make sense, though? Uh-oh. Suppose you have a case like this where you're at tier 3 fire. Because I'm imagining a case where I'm like, okay, I want to use this move. Now I've taken my damage, and then I'm like, oh, actually, cancel. And now it's like, because of the turn number, the same move is on fire, but a different move is extinguished. That's less good. That's less good. Maybe it completely extinguishes you. Like, once you agree to take the damage, you're off the hook. I don't love that either. I don't love that you... I feel like this is when you should take damage, right now. But then you're in an awkward case where, oh, well, now you got to cancel out. I'm currently leaning towards... when you select a move, you get a little sort of Sword of Damocles over your head made of fire to let you know, hey, when you choose this, you are going to take damage immediately before the move processes. That seems more reasonable. Okay. Okay. Let's do it that way. All right, we're not going to have it always emitting. Invisible but emitting is bad. Visible but not emitting is fine. All right, so if we're going to do this, we're going to need a few pieces for our puzzle. Number 1, an icon. A true icon. All right, status effects are not bad. But the menu shenanigans might be a little bit rough. Like, new menu setup is going to be a bit of a thing. All right, status effects. Dabble Tails. Menus. Battle. Status effects. Statuseffects.png. Look at all these lovely status effects. I don't have a status effect for Sparky? I guess not. All right, well, fire's an easy one though, right? It's gonna be reddish orange. That's an easy one. Go for size about like this. No, that looks awkward. Yeah, fiery. Like if I can get just like a little bit of extra little wisps. Let's bring it down in size just so we can add a little bit more. Yeah. Fire status effect. Classic. No Sparky? Sparky needs a status effect. Sparky is the one where you take damage from using energy, right? And that was using index 18, which is the same as confused. No, 13. Oh. That's it. Gardic up some icons. Here we go. Why did I do a question mark for that? That feels awkward and weird. I'm okay with it. It's like a oh, take damage back. Hi GQ. Man, I wish I could have joined you guys on Sunday. So many lizards. They were all so great. I gotta say, they were all just really, really something. The lizard! Such good lizards. Such good lizards. I'm always so glad when we get more lizards in the world. 23. Ah, here they come! The lizards are here! We need a sound effect for burning. Uses potency, yes. Is positive? No. Burning. Flaming moves will hurt. echo. On dead, no. Burning is just going to be a you have it or you don't, similar to stuck. It doesn't do anything to the actor. So this is going to be similar to this right here, a special function we have to do in the combat menu. So that happens in battle menu. Modify menu for stuck status. Well, we're going to change the name of that. Oh, wait, no. We need a separate one. Modify menu for burning status. Get effect potency. Burning. Burn items for burning status. So where does this happen? Probably have, yeah, item menu. Items can't burn. It's only going to be attacks. Special moves are fine. It's just going to be that. All right, and so now we need to make a new one of these here. Burn items for burning status. Turn number and potency. Iterate over items offset by turn number, and then this is where things are all going to change. Muddy disable is the next function that we're going to need to edit. Muddy disable. So that's on a combat item. So we're going to add a activate burn effect. It's not going to be disabled. Mud burn effect dot emitting equals true. So that's easy. That one was very easy. We'll need to find some way to know, like, okay, did we use it? Did we not use it? I've got some ideas on how we're going to do that. Okay, so which items get burned? It's going to be... it's going to depend on the potency. See, you could have more burning.
I walked into a room full of lizards and said, "Whoa, lizard party. This is actually a lizard funeral," one said, pointing at a casket. "Then why is that lizard got a party hat on?" I asked, pointing. The lizard took a long drag of a cigarette, leaning on the casket. I always hated him.
Yay. Good story, GQ. Thank you. I loved it. All right, if the potency is 5, but you only have 3 menu items, then there will be 3 things burning. Simple as that. So we're gonna say for I in number burning, item index is going to be I plus turn number. We're gonna do a pause mod over the number of menu items there are so that it loops. And then get that item object and activate burn effect on that item. Okay, that's got the basics done. That's the basics. Hit him. Hit him. Go ahead, I dare you. Oh, he's still using the wrong status effect. Counter Flame now needs to use the new status effect. Burning. And also, he's going to flip. 2 coins is fine. 2 coins is fine. I'm so lucky. Yeah, Glover. There he is, Glover. Come on, come on. Quit trying to hit me and hit me. Okay, I've got potency 1. Try not to kill this guy. Interesting. Okay. Where is my burn effect here? Well,
Dobbs was interviewed after saving Earth from a replicant invasion. Dobbs, the only way you were able to stop them was by identifying the threat so quickly. How did you know? Well, he answered, GQ managed to go a month without launching into one of his bits, and I knew deep down something was off. Now Earth is safe and GQ is dead. It's an overall win.
There's a lot of death going on in the stories tonight, unfortunately. Let's see here. Menu. Oh, I have no idea where the combat menu would be. It'd be in here, right? In the battle manager. Battle menu, combat menu. Here we go. Clip, scroll container, V-box. 3 items. Burn effect. Emitting off. Okay, second item. Burn effect, emitting off. Okay, third item. Burn effect, emitting off. They're all off. I can turn one on manually and it's fine. And I saw it getting set to true. I saw it happen. I saw it get called once. Why did it turn back off? Is there a process on here? There is. Trailer is officially posted. Steam. Where is Steam? There we go. I have Steam. And then you click on that, and then. Oh, yeah. Wait, hang on. Okay, let's. I haven't heard it with music yet. Let's be impressed. Let's all be impressed. Where's the horse? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you're gonna hit the water. Aww. I can't wait to see NPCs added. And just the like most out of place looking things possible. Yeah, putting things into a thing. I love that. You better go full pilot wings and give me like just the weirdest things to fly around with. Hot air balloon. Well, it goes up, and then you wait, and then you go down. It's not an efficient way to get around. Ooh, the gyrocopter. Birdman suit. Oh, yep, the clouds. Modability is pretty big. You can bet if I can Tailspin DLC. Oh man. If I figure out modding on that, I'm gonna do the dumbest things. Just you wait. I'm gonna do some really terrible things. That's exciting! Congrats, Photon. That's a huge milestone. That's a good point. Flight sim people, no offense to the flight sim people, are crazy. Oh man, that's huge. I love it. Orc planes. Flies into outer space. I'm modding in what am I gonna mod it? It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything for like 2 or 3 years. Patch No Man's Sky on top of it. I'm integrating it with Minecraft. I made it so that the console can run Doom. I'm gonna add a snarky autopilot voice. I'm gonna put googly eyes on everything. I'm gonna make a mod that all it does is gives the sun some cool sunglasses. And he just gives you finger guns. That's putting googly eyes on it. Who would do such a thing? Where is it? Where is it? I know that this is getting hit. Right? Boom. It is getting hit. But then it's like immediately gone. It's on, it's off. It's on, it's immediately off. Huh. Why? Is there something in the animation player? No, that just affects the scale. Does that do anything? All right. How about this? I hate it, but add a little timeout. Huh. 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 Is this the same thing? Oh no. That's a good shape. That's exactly what I think of airplane. That's if I ask my daughter to draw an airplane. Let's do this. Huh. Did I do something wrong? Did I do what's going on here? Oh, we're having one of those moments. We're having one of those moments. No, not that. Okay, print item index. How about that? Let's start with that. 3. 3? No. No. There's not 3. There aren't 3. But there aren't 3. What? Oh, apparently there's like 9. Somehow. Oh, jeez. All right, hold on. What is this? What is this object? A combat menu object. Oh, wait. No? What is this? Isn't there supposed to be like a thing called, here we go. Items. Menu item container. Not get children. Okay, item container is the thing I want to see the children of. Okay, what's item container? Item container is in clip, scroll container, VBox. It has three children here. Only 3. Why do you say it has 9? How do you say that there's 9 of them? What are the 9 children exactly here? That are supposed to somehow... What? But it only happened... What? What? Add item to this particular menu for player attack. Let's do this. Print. Add. All right. How many times do you add? Add. 3. 3 adds. We added 3 items to this brand new instantiated menu instance. Does this start with something? Clip. Oh. Well, I guess it kind of does. Huh. I guess it kind of does when you get right down to it. All right, reload. Let's reload it. Let's get to... Give me my status effect. Give me my status effect. Give it to me faster. Oh, good. Good. Okay. We got somewhere there. All right, we have the status effect, and now this is burning. The bottom one is burning. Now the top one, and next round the middle one, and so on. Okay, jeez. All right, so we didn't finish that. Surprising no one. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Okay, so to do. Burn effect needs to actually deal damage when you use the burning move. Equals potency. Don't forget that the damage dealt needs to equal the potency. Let's see here. Oh, a decision. Uh-oh. I hate decisions. Okay. So Arth Vader, recently following Arth Vader, who's working in 2D Godot. But it's so recent that I haven't developed any kind of rapport, and therefore I cannot just raid and run. However, I can just throw everybody at small and just jet, which is perfect because I need to go to bed. It all works out, you see. Thank you all for hanging out. I will maybe have this move ready and done by Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to make more enemies. More. We need so many. I think a good 5 or 6 would be decent, plus bosses. That seems about right. Yeah. We'll see. That's it. There's no special things going on. That's everything. That's all of it. So, cool. Thank you all for the raids, subs. We added Leo to the intro. It's great. Love it. Have a good night, everybody.